I'm always thinking outside the box. I'm always looking at what's going on in the world and making my judgments on what I see. Some of them might not be correct and some of them are bang on. And I just see 2023 as a real tough year, and 2030 looming with a total reset on how we live. And I love living the way I live. I love being independent. I love my selfish attitude. I want to live how I want to live. I don't want to be told how to live. I want to cook what I want to cook. I want to go where I want to go, when I want to go, and the duration time spent. I don't want to be told all these things. And that's why, for many years I've adopted this mindset, and this approach allows me not to be independent and not always ask for things and want things and then being told what to do. Well, you can have this but you can't do that. I want to be independent, and for 2023 it's my goal to be more independent, more self-sufficient. I'm only part self-sufficient in my approach. I want to excel. I want to learn more on the road to self-sufficiency. I want to get more into growing. I've got a garden here which produces quite a bit of food, but I want to extend that. I want to maybe grow up the woodland, or maybe get an allotment or another piece of land. I want to become more independent, and I love growing your own produce. I think it's really organic. I don't like the synthetic world that we live in. I'm more hands-on. Grow your own, get some chickens. If you can grow enough potatoes and you have some chickens, you're not having to rely on going down the supermarket. You're not having to be told in the supermarket you can only have 2 packets of eggs. You can only have X amount of toilet rolls. You can only have X amount of people in the shop. You have to walk this way. You have to walk that way. You have to self-serve. You have to use all this high-tech equipment to go and do your shopping. It's where I don't like that. I like the old ways, the old school. The old generations were the wise generations, and smart, and knew how to make ends meet, and knew how to make the best of any resource. And I want to delve more and more into that. I love learning the old skills, because the new skills, well, there is no skills. If you're good with your fingers on a keyboard, then you're skillful, and I want to get away from that. It's nice feeling to be self-sufficient. Fuel bills are going up again, rolling blackouts, lack of food. It's all stressors upon ourselves, and enabling people to comply because they need this and they have to have that. So people are going to comply so easily to the new rules and the new system. And I hope you're on board with the way I'm thinking, and pushing forward with the way I'm thinking, so you become really independent. And I think it's the independent souls and the people that do think for themselves will ride this storm out and will keep, you know, their head above water, and you know, fight for their rights and what they believe in. And to me, living an organic lifestyle as much as I can in today's society is, you know, what I want. And I hope 2023 you're not one of them people that are struggling, and I hope you're one of them people that are independent and strong-minded. And I think if more of us are out there and stick together, you know, this world would be a better place at the current time, and not being pushed around like cattle. And also, don't forget, don't be fearful. That's the thing that's embedded into society these days, is fear. People won't do anything because they're so fearful, and because your health is so precious, they put that fear factor in, and people end up doing absolutely nothing because they're so fearful of doing things. And don't be frightened about, you know, bending the rules and bits and pieces like that. You're your own man, and you know, the land and the world is there for us. It's not for the powers that be and tell you what you can and can't do. You know, let's 2023 let the men rise up and be real men. Rely on yourself and rely on your abilities and your knowledge, and put all that into practice and become a self-sufficient individual, so you don't need to rely, you know, on the grid, on the powers that be as much as we do. In turn, that makes you a more independent individual, a more confident individual, and an individual that's going to push through to the future with a positive mindset and be able to ride out this storm. Let's all stay positive for 2023, and thanks for all your messages and your support in 2022, much appreciated. And you know, hope everything goes really good for you, and I'll see you on the next video. You take care, guys. Enjoy the great outdoors.